Pablo, bringing y'all another Humble Yourself in the building. Well, it's not really humble, but at the same time it is. Y'all gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. Got my man Curtis Eskridge in the building. How you feeling today, bro?
Sir, appreciate you.
Are you ready for this one?
Man, I am ready like motherfucking taking on my gym socks, man. Come on. Let's get it.
We getting into it. We gonna talk this basketball, man, but at the same time, you know, you got a story to you. We gonna start it off. You know, you from Chicago, right?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
All right. So
Okay.
talk a little bit about the upbringing. You know what I'm saying, and all that.
Upbringing, man. Come from Chicago. Love that city. I feel like it's one of the best cities in the world. Coming from that town, it's a basketball town, to be honest with y'all. Hard nose. We really grind. Defense, hard nose type style basketball. I was born in the city, a little raised in the suburbs and all that. But really played basketball in the city. Played against some of the best competition in the city. Went to high school in the city, doing all that. Freshman year, did great, you know what I'm saying? Sophomore year was second lead scoring in the Catholic League and Chicago Catholic League type vibes. Junior year, did my thing there. Then at that summer, played on Mean Streets. Was the best, one of the best AU teams in Chicago, coming out of the state of Illinois.
Is it Mean Streets?
Mean Streets, yeah. Dope team. But
what was that experience like in AAU versus high school basketball? How would you describe both?
AAU is definitely the environment where you showcase your talents, especially with college coaches and all that. Playing some against the best players in the country and doing that from a stage of, you know, Vegas and all that. That was a fun experience. Playing in Vegas was very dope. But playing in the city of Chicago, you definitely adopt that grit and that hunger and everything, because at the end of the day, somebody gonna let you know. You gotta develop a type of toughness playing in Chicago. Somebody definitely gonna tell you. You gonna be letting know real quick if you really about this.
For real, y'all tough if y'all even playing on the blacktop in Chicago, because it's about 20 degrees out there.
I mean, it's only in the winter, bro. Like real talk.
Right,
but nah, we cold. If anything, we cold blooded. To be honest with y'all, real live. Like, cause you gotta be real live, tough about it. Cause motherfuckers gonna let you know. They gonna talk shit to you. I've been had that at a young age. People not about to be tough there. They realize be telling 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, get on that court, play with some 18-year-olds, like 15-year-olds type vibes, and it just makes them better at the end of the day.
Right.
It benefits them in so many ways that they don't even know about, because now they going up against players that they like, oh, I ain't scared of nothing.
It's all effort,
all effort, all heart. At the same time, it's skills, because I developed this is an NBA Connect calling me right now. It's crazy. It's crazy now. We got
pick it up.
Pick it up. Oh, all right. Hello. Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Troy? What's going on? How you doing? Good. I'm doing this podcast. Yeah, no, I'm not busy. I'm doing busy. What's going on? Absolutely. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Right. See the whole game. Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm playing this Sunday, and I'll send it to you. I'll send you this Sunday. Send it Sunday. Absolutely. No, it's a men's league with former semi-pros, pros. I mean, it's a lot of other old heads, but a lot of semi-pros and pros playing it. Well, semi-pros to be real, plays in the year. It's in Alexandria, Virginia. Yes, sir. It's at a place called Edison High School. Yeah. Yes, sir. I got you. Absolutely, I appreciate it. Yes, sir. I got you. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you reaching out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. We talk. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Yeah. I'm gonna follow y'all.
Nah, you are good.
He worked.
You are
For,
good.
he,
Get to the back.
That's the
Yes, sir.
he worked for the Sixers. He hit me up last week. Had a good conversation with him. He told me he used to play for the Sixers. He told me he has real deep connections with Sixers and all that. He told me get film out to me, figure out what particular organizations and teams would be best fit for me, and all that. And he just want to look at my whole game from a totality perspective. No, right? But yeah,
One
he was
step
on that
closer.
like, yeah, so
One step
that was tough.
closer.
That was tough, man. That was tough. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy how that. How that
Yeah.
that's crazy how that's crazy though. I wouldn't expect him to call,
So
but yeah,
you got people recognizing your game from, you know, the 76ers.
yeah.
I heard you talking about your sophomore year, you led
Yeah.
Chicago and scoring.
Yeah,
So-
Chicago Catholic League was scoring, yeah. Yes, sir.
Before all of that,
Yeah,
right?
right.
When did you know on the court? Did you dunk on somebody? Did you break somebody's ankles?
Oh,
Like, when
so
did you know you
when
had
I
it?
know when I had it, it was
Mhm.
like I would say seventh grade, because
Okay.
that was when I realized, like, developed my talents. Because to be honest with you, like, my pops taught me fundamentals, but to be real, I taught myself a lot, like, pretty much everything else. The ball handling, everything, and that's really a testament to God. I get him the glory, I get him the praise and everything. I was really in my basement just watching film on Kyrie Irving, literally looking every single day, just watching the same highlights over and over again and making sure I perfected the ball handling skills, the attention to details at a very young age. And then that summer when I played in this rec league, I had games, like multiple games where I had 30 plus straight. I had 34 one game, 31 another game, 29 next game, 25, 30, like, and to the point where people was coming up to me and asking, like, oh, like, what high school you going to? And it's crazy, y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe this. I didn't play in junior high. I didn't make my junior high school team. I didn't make my junior high school team.
That make the story
Yeah.
even better.
And it's crazy. And then I come out of junior high, I'm having like 3 or 4 high schools wanting me to come to their school. And it's like,
That's crazy.
and it's like crazy. And it's like, I'm in 8th grade, and then 8th grade, I'm playing with the best high school team in the state of Illinois, or high school. I was about to go there, but other things was looking at that. But these are the best high school players in the state. Like, they didn't play the number 1 player in the nation at the time, Jaleel Okafor in 2014. Like, going at them, but I went at them every single day. I'm 13 years old, going at it with 17, 18-year-olds, the top in the state of Illinois, and they from the west side.
It was like, talk about them.
It was tough because it was to the point where I could just feel myself getting better and better every single day, and they wasn't going easy on me at all. You know what I'm saying? It was,
They think you're barbecue chicken.
bro, what? It's like they don't care how old I was. 13 years old, it's real live up with them, and I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? And I realized, take that testament as like toughness, the toughness I done got that from at a young age, having the confidence, developing that confidence at a young age, and having it instilled in me to this day that really nobody can. When I step on a basketball court, I'm gonna go, like, real talk. And having that particular mindset, you gotta have that. Like I said, I give it all the glory to God, and I put him first because he wanted to have me adopt that mentality, adopt that mindset. He the reason why I have all these talents now, and I continue to get better and better every single day. And but now definitely, and it's on the west side of Chicago. I don't know if y'all heard about the west side of Chicago, bro, but them boys tough, yo. They gonna tell you how it is. They gonna let you know what the word is. They not going easy on you. It's really battles, real talk, yo.
I done heard, but to hear from somebody from Chicago, you know what I'm
Telling
saying?
you, bro.
I hear it even more.
Absolutely, yo.
Yeah.
We got
But
yes, sir.
I actually wanna, I don't want to leave that,
Absolutely.
we all
Yes,
know
sir.
it's good out there.
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to expand on what you were saying with your relationship with God.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
how that affect everything that you got going on.
Absolutely, bro. I just talked to Black earlier. He was telling me, from religious perspective, man, I really look at it as being a man of faith. At a young age, I was reading the Bible since I was 10 years old, by myself before I went to sleep. And like, as I started to read the Bible by myself, I started to really understand what I'm really capable of doing, regardless of the circumstances I'm being put my way, and regardless of how I look at life, and regardless of what things are going on, I'm capable of what I'm doing. And it's not looking at it from a human perspective, it's looking at it from, God's perspective. Reading the Bible, knowing I could do anything in that Bible, what it said, anything I can do anything because that's what it says in the Bible. I read the Bible every single day, I meditate every single day, and I just manifest and decree things that's going to happen. And usually every single time I decree and manifest things, they do happen. So I decree, like, I have a list of things that I decree every single day. Like, I can read y'all a couple things, so the Bible verses that really, like, stick with me. I say, like for verily, this is Mark 11, 23. Like, for verily I say unto you that whoever saith to this mountain be for verily I say unto you that whoever saith unto this mountain be thou removed, be thou cast into the sea, but thou shalt not doubt in his heart, but shall believe those things which he said shall come to pass. He shall have whatsoever he saith. Therefore I say unto you, with things that every desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, ye shall have them. And thou shalt decree a thing, and shall be established in the deed, and the light shall shine upon you in all thy ways. And saying and decreeing things, you got decreeing things that definitely, sits well with me, and everything that I decree, it always happens. Regardless of how long it takes, because that's honestly operating in faith versus of what you see. You walk by faith, not by sight, to be honest with you.
Okay.
To be honest,
We're going to stay in this lane, man. I need to know.
yeah, what's up?
What's your favorite gospel song?
What's my favorite gospel song? I can say, that's tough. Oh, I got a list of them too.
All right, top three.
I say top three. I say Kirk Franklin, Imagine Me, and then this book, C.C. Winans, and C.C. Winans, Believe For It, and what's the other one I got? It's another
Three.
Number
One
three
spot
is
left.
number three.
Ooh, somebody go be mad.
I say it's Oceans by Hill Song United. When my feet fall. Yeah, I say that's my top three. That's my top three. Yeah, that's real talk. Yes, sir.
Let's get back. Oh, you wanna?
Yeah, I was gonna flip it back to the. We're gonna start talking about the game. We gotta get real now.
Okay, come on.
You know what I'm saying? You dibble dabble in there earlier. You said you was watching clips on Kyrie.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I've been saying clips on you. I feel as though you don't mess around with the ball too much as Kyrie. You got more of a 1-2 than you going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who do you feel as though you really mimic your game under?
That's tough. I'm mimicking my game under. Ooh, that's tough.
Or is it new?
I think it's new because I see as if I'm a versatile guard. Like I can handle the ball. I got a 40-inch vertical where I can dunk on you. I'm a shoot. I'm a pass. But it's just a divvy down in every single thing. But my handle
too, right?
defense too.
Okay.
I definitely.
Come on, West Chicago, man.
Just make it show.
You said that
I feel like it's something new.
Yeah.
I feel like I always get the comparison of Zach LaVine because they say I can shoot and I got a 40 vertical, I can jump and all that. But I feel like it's a combination of a lot of things. But I take my game serious. I work out 3 times a day. Twice a day for the most part. I'm in the gym. I'm not in the gym. I'm in the weights. Because at the end of the day, I got a goal. I got a dream that I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish it now. And I feel like adopting that mindset and staying focused and keeping your head on the prize, keep your mind tunnel vision. Keep your head tunnel vision is very important. I'm 22. But at the end of the day, having that mindset now is very important. So therefore, you know what you're working for. You know what you're dreaming about. Because at the end of the day, the end goal is the league. But I just don't want to be in the league. I want to be one of the best players to play the game. Real talk. So that's something I can do.
Hell yeah, you could do it. And I want to know. So we talked about the high school. We talked about Chicago coming up.
Yeah.
Tell us the college story.
Yeah, college story.
As far as bowling, how did that go?
It was tough. Because I was supposed to be a walk-on at Howard, and they retracted their decision. But honestly, and then they tried to tell me, "Oh, we're not doing no more walk-ons." But y'all told me I was doing walk-ons, but I wasn't even getting caught up into that because honestly, that was just fuel to the fire. Because I'm a better player because of it, not having to rely on them. Damn, then I came back senior year playing pickup against them, torturing them, going crazy against them. Like, and then I'm like realizing, oh, I was better than a lot of these players, so I'm gonna just go pro after I graduate. Graduate Howard. I got my degree, my bachelor's degree at 21 years old. So I'm like doing what I'm supposed to do, get my degree, and I'm gonna go pro after. You know what I'm saying? Having that mindset, education first. And I had a decision to leave Howard and go play somewhere else, but I decided to keep that and keep that mindset of having that Howard degree. Definitely holds weight, just the business aspect, not just looking at it from basketball. I have the business aspect and education, jobs, all that. It definitely holds weight having a Howard degree. So
that's
I definitely
a big
kept that.
decision.
So,
That's a mature decision to make.
I had to make that, man.
In that situation, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's like somebody that's like 40 or 50 will come in some shit
Absolutely,
like that.
man. I got you, bro.
I'm ahead of the game, bro. You gonna win no matter what.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So it's is it on me?
It's on me, but it made me want to add another question there now. Like, well, I really don't have to ask for real because you already told us. I'm sorry, but you already told us about your faith. But why you was so strong-coded on staying on Howard when you from Chicago?
I was found because I love Chicago, but when you stay in a place like that, you get so caught up in being real comfortable. And number one, I didn't want to stay in a place stay in a place for college. Staying in Chicago, I wanted to definitely branch out.
I
And
ain't
go
want to
somewhere
stay
else,
in
you know what I'm
DC for college neither.
because knowing that, and I've seen so many people just that stayed in Chicago and just got stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm going to tell y'all now, Howard wasn't my first choice. It was really Duke University. I was about to go to Duke, and then I went to Howard. I was about to go to Duke second semester, all that. I came to Howard my first string, because I went to Duke first, visited Duke, and then I was there, and I'm like, dang. Then I came to Howard, and I immediately was like, nah, that's it right here. So I just had to, stay in. I definitely had to go leave to Chicago, but staying in Chicago, you can't be comfortable because that is a place. I mean, I love Chicago, but being from Chicago and staying in Chicago, you will get comfortable. You gotta get a goal. You gotta get up out of that real talk. I love Chicago.
You will only understand that about the place that you
Absolutely.
from. Like you
Can't, absolutely. My uncle told me this. Like he really told me the same thing. But that's the reason why.
Okay.
So,
Man, hey, Michael Jordan stayed in Chicago till he came to DC too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all a basketball town. Jordan did his thing with the Bulls.
I'm
you
being
feel
real
me?
with you.
You
ain't lying.
You ain't lying. Real Jordan.
Y'all didn't get Jordan.
He's y'all like, came back, took our buddies, you know what I'm saying, fixed the team. But hey, but
My
listen,
man getting better. He ain't getting like Michael. He moving up. Michael was moving down.
Absolutely.
NBA Finals though, Michael Jordan, won 6 chips, 6-0 in them finals, man. The Nuggets is in their first one. They try and go 1-0, man. What you think?
Nah, I think the Nuggets got it. Respectfully. Like, respectfully to the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler and what they've been doing this postseason, which has been historical in my opinion. I really think that the Nuggets just have too much firepower with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, which is, in my opinion, the best player in the league right now. Arguably the best player in the league. There's nothing that can do him. He can shoot the three, he can dribble, he can pass, he can bully ball you. You can't be physical with him. He's gonna be physical back. And his understanding of the game is on a whole nother level. His basketball IQ is like so otherworldly. Like he knows what you're about to do before you do it. He knows what his teammates are gonna do before he do it. He's gonna look here and pass there, and it's still on the money with the pass, and somebody gonna hit the shot. It's really nothing you can do.
I want to ask you something real quick on that note.
Yeah.
Jokic, you know that the center position in basketball is changing, a lot more passes. Would you like to play with a center like Jokic, you know what I'm saying, where you could cut off the ball, where you could work it, or would you rather?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because look, I'm looking at Jamal Murray's position and looking at his position and what he's doing. Like, he can still dribble the ball, handle the rock. Because the thing is, with a player like Jokic, he's going to be whatever you need to be when he plays in
He's gonna be whatever you need to be. You need a rebounder, he got it. You need to be a facilitator, he got you. A scorer, he got you. If he don't even need to play on ball for him to be effective, all he got to do is set screens and roll off the screens and hit the jump shot.
He don't even got to take the 2 steps.
He ain't even got to take the 2 steps, and it's a wrap. Because he doesn't. He's not really the point guard, but he is the point guard. He's I wouldn't say he's like an off-ball point guard, to be honest with you. Like real life, he doesn't need the ball to be a point guard. All he got to do is get the ball. He's sitting on the top of the key of the free throw. He's just gonna be up, hit, dime, bucket. Like it's easy for him. It's not even. I would love to play with a center like Jokic, to be honest, because he makes the game easier for his teammates.
Okay, so we all know that Jokic got a unique gameplay, right?
Absolutely.
But I want to get back to your gameplay because I feel as though you got a unique gameplay. I see that you keep your chest up and you still low with the dribble. Like, is that something that you work on, or is that just something that just came natural?
That's something I worked on, because keeping your chest up and staying low is definitely unique, because at the end of the day, you don't want to keep your chest down when you dribbling, because when you keep your chest high and everything, you can still still ball handling, and then get low with it and then throw the shot with the shoulders, because you're square. Like when you have that posture and you're upright and you're not bending down, your posture is like out of whack. And then like you're looking, literally when you're dribbling, your head is down and you're like doing this, and you're gonna try to do it like, no, you're gonna be predictable. When I do this, I can be up and then I can dribble down, because usually it's all about the legs. Like I'm not really focused on my body. My body naturally is postured like that. I'm worried about how low I'm gonna get, because if I do this and then I shake you this way, you're gonna go that way. Because I'm a jab, because my chest is going to go this way too. I can cross jab like that, boom, and then I can rock with it, bop, you're going to go that way.
That's why you're playing up this many numbers, man.
Knowing the body movements, because the opponent's chest, like, I'm going to get lower, and I also like to make sure I get lower than the opponent. Like when I'm dribbling with them, I'm going down. So if I see he high, I'm going to be high a little bit, but once he goes low, I'm going to go low too, and I'm going to blow past him. But still having that chest out, because that's what it's how your posture is. Your posture is important on the basketball court, because that's how effective you can be.
I feel like maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like Jimmy Butler kind of dribble in that same way, where it's like good posture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Usually he going for that contact. He had a couple quotes out. What did he say? He was like, "We ain't come here to stop playing in the game 5, so he not." They ain't come there to give up type shit. They asked him about the Hall of Fame. He wasn't really fucking with that. He was like, whatever, I ain't really tripping off of that. That was one thing that I ain't bring up when I was talking about Jimmy in the live joint yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he one of the most underrated players of the generation type shit. We got to show him that respect. But I didn't even think about Hall of Fame. Y'all think Jimmy a Hall of Famer?
I think so. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Because you look at his playoff stats and what he's done in the postseason. Yeah, playoff Jimmy is real. As if he don't want to admit that, right? He don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I don't know what y'all talking about, brother. You literally made history this postseason. Literally. He's one of the best players in the world when it comes to being in the playoffs. One of the best postseason players in playoff history, like real talk. I feel like he is in the Hall of Fame. If he win a ring too, like, he'd definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Two trips to the finals, bro, after you just came to the Heat.
Come on, bro.
You can't really tell the story of the last 5 years for without him in it.
Absolutely.
That's a Hall of Fame to me.
That's Hall of Fame. The only person that went to the Heat in the finals is Bron and D-Wade. Literally. He the third one. That's the only really it. Regardless if they win or not.
Shaq too.
Shaq too. Shaq too.
What you think, D?
No.
That's your boy. I know you're not about to say he's not a Hall of Fame.
No way, yo.
It's debatable.
That's my
It is debatable.
It is debatable.
Maybe not first ballot.
Y'all, it's a guarantee with y'all.
He's not first ballot.
He's not first ballot, but he'd definitely be in Hall of Fame.
If he get a championship,
If he get a championship, yeah.
Maybe I don't even got him over Derrick Rose again in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I love Derrick Rose. That's my boy.
For real?
Yeah, y'all wanna hear something? I wanna hear something about Derrick Rose. That's my boy. That's one of the players I looked up to real talk growing up. being from Chicago, being he in Chicago, hometown hero type vibes. I was one of my favorite players. He's still one of my favorite players to this day. The reason why I'm like real loud. But when it comes to players like that I look up to, it's him, it's Bron, it's Katie, and it's Steph. Like them the four. Like I real loud look up to. And it's like I put Kyrie in there because of him. I definitely hone my like skills, my ball handlers and all that, but not them four. But the thing is about Derrick Rose, that boy was special. Like special. Like that dude was special. At a young age,
MVP
22, crazy, yo. One of the best players to come out of Chicago, if not the best player to come out of Chicago. But if he real life locked in, he would have probably been one of the greatest point guards ever played the game.
Talk about it.
Like, I think so. And I'm going to tell you this now, if he didn't get injured, without question, he would have won the shit for Chicago, bro. Without question.
He was there already. He already in the Eastern Conference champ.
Absolutely, bro. And he was probably going to win it in 2012. But I'm going to tell you this, though.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell y'all a little tea. Keep y'all this inside track. I'm going to give y'all some tea. So, granted, I know a lot of people in Chicago trainers, professionals, and all that stuff like that. I had a pro trainer this past summer told me he had the inside track on Derrick Rose's chef, right? So they had. So unfortunately, my boy was eating fried chicken, beans, and rice and all that stuff like that before games.
This is before injury or after?
Nah, before injury, bro.
That hurt,
bro. I'm like, bro, now my boy D Rose, bro. I'm like, man, if he would have ate better and taken more care of his body, bro, he would have been the best, one of the best players ever.
I'm sorry, but I'm a Chad Ochocinco fan, man.
Not this McDonald's shit again,
McDonald's before the games.
Hey, bro, I'm man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, whatever to put on my stomach, I'm Gucci.
I'm going to tell you this, you got to take care of your body when it comes to being a professional athlete.
That's probably why when you get too up and down.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You gotta freaking take care of your body. That's the one thing. Like I definitely do. I do meal preps. I cook. My main meal is probably like chicken, rice, and spinach. To be honest with y'all, like real talk. Occasionally, like that's really the go-to. If we probably get a little meat and that whatnot. Actually doing a little. I'm gonna plug myself. Doing a little meal prep business. I started.
Let's talk about it.
I just started it on Saturday. If y'all want to tap in with me, let me know. Let's help y'all out. To be honest with y'all, like, I got a flyer. I'll just send it to y'all. Real talk. It's sea cuisine and all that because honestly, people need to understand wellness, health, and wellness is definitely taking care of yourself, what you eat, what you do, and all that. That physical education is really important. So having that knowledge of what you need to be eating versus just seeing people eat it, right, it's definitely a big difference because at the end of the day, health is wealth. Like, people really gotta understand that. And knowing what you put in your body, like, you gotta look at your body as a temple. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a professional athlete. Professional athletes eat well all the time. Some do, some don't. But that separates that person from having a good game or, having a bad game, like, or 15 points versus 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Having that little edge, like what you eating and what you're doing off the court, is going to benefit you and really going to set the course for what you do on the court.
So playing back to back.
Absolutely, playing a back to back. You can't have no bull. You can't have no BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have something that's of substance that's gonna benefit you on the court. And then at the end of the day, you're gonna see the results. You see LeBron James take care of his body. $1 million to his body, $1.5 million to his body every single year. And what he eats, what he does on the basketball court, that boy 38 averaging 30 points a game. Insane, 38 averaging, like, it's unprecedented what he about to do.
The further we get away as a Lakers fan, as everybody get away from me, people, you gotta sit back and realize.
I mean,
I give you that.
I'm surprised y'all ain't bring up the GOAT debate, to be honest with you.
See, you trying to send me another way. You see, I tried to get a bad credit.
That's a whole nother hour.
I tried to give him credit. I'm like, further, I don't even care. He got swept. My fault. My fault. That's gonna be for next show, bro.
Next show, definitely.
Love.
Yeah, we have definitely facts.
Peace.
You call yourself the main